On Tuesday of this week, barely 6 hours after the earthquake leveled so much of Port-au-Prince, we managed to get through live to somebody on the ground. Her name was Marie Michel. She's a New York-based nurse who happened to be in Haiti for her mother-in-law's funeral. This is how on Tuesday, the day of the quake, she described surviving the earthquake that day.
We ran out to the courtyard, and it was screaming all around us. We had people screaming, standing on top of the mountain. We could overlook the Capitol, and what had been a beautiful, breathtaking view turned into basically white, dusty clouds.
The view of the Capitol turned into a white, dusty cloud. Marie Michel told us on Tuesday that she had plans. She had plans to leave Haiti the following day, on Wednesday. She has not left. Tonight, 3 days after we first spoke with Marie Michel, we got back through to her. She told us that she and her family are, in her words, fine. What she told us she's seen all around her ever since the earthquake, however, is anything but fine. This is what she told us.
The pictures don't even show justice. I mean, the pictures don't make the pictures don't tell you the full story. You have had to be in here and live it to fully understand the scope of this. Haiti is going to have to be built from the bottom up. I mean, from the bottom up. There has not been one neighborhood that was affected by this. Not one, not any other places I've been. The main street in Port-au-Prince is cinder block. You can't find food. The few stores that are left standing are afraid of opening because they've been mobbed. There is no churches left standing. There are hospitals are turning people away because they are so overwhelmed and overcrowded. There is no morgue. The streets, well, as of yesterday, they started to pick up bodies. But I have seen babies, young girls, older people. I have seen the streets littered, both sides of the street, with dead bodies, dead people. And I guess the neighbors and friends have done their best to maintain their dignity because every other person you see has been shrouded, been covered. So it's hard enough to see them. I don't think I will ever be able to get that image out of my head for as long as I live. People were trying to put their loved ones in the morgues. In desperation, when they get to the morgue, there were just too many dead bodies. We've had people actually leaving the bodies in front of the morgue and just move on. The day after this happened, we had a dead woman, two of us who died. We combed Port-au-Prince to find a morgue to put her in. We're driving around with a dead body for more than 2 hours. We end up in a place called Croix-des-Bouquets. It's north of Port-au-Prince. And they finally accepted her. We came to a funeral. We had the funeral that morning. The church that we had been in, one of the walls has collapsed. We had the reception following the burial at his cousin's house, which has now leveled. Coming back up to my brother's house, we stopped at Caribbean Market. I was in the market no more than an hour before we came home. And that market has collapsed over everybody that's been in there. Okay. So, forgive me if I'm emotional because when in retrospect, I feel like I left a path of destruction and I was being lucky. We were lucky to have escaped this.